Hello there. In this video, we're going to start wireframing out our designs. So let's go. Okay, so we're back in Figma and I have taken pictures of all the sketches that we've done in the previous video and I've imported them into Figma. So as you can see, we've got the sitemap here. Let's just get rid of the options. Sitemap, home page, about page, courses and merch, contact page, and checkout page. So I think what we'll do to begin with is let's create out another page down here. So let's just add a gap there. Let's add in another page. So let's call this wireframes. Drag that there. So we've got some separation between each of the different sections. So for the moment, I'm including the wireframes, the sketches inside the research file. Later on we might take those wireframes and import them into another file where we're going to do the designs or build out the design system or the style guide. Okay, so let me just grab the first sketch and copy that out of here. Let's just lock that layer, going back into wireframes, paste that in. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is draw out a frame on the canvas. So I'm going to press F for frame and I'm going to go to wireframe 1440 by 1024. Pop that in there. I'll just drag this down a bit because it's going to be a little bit longer. Let me just shrink this down so it's a little bit closer to this size. Okay, so we're looking at the sketch versus the frame in Figma and we're probably wondering how can I get the right proportion sizes for the different sections. Now the easiest way to do this is to go back into your mood board and potentially find some inspiration or some of the web pages that we like and copy that layout just to get you started. So as an example, if I take this screenshot here, I'll copy it, bring it over to the wireframes page, put it in here, and what I'm going to do is snap it to the left side and just scale it up, and let's drag it down a little bit more, scale it so it's roughly the size of our wireframe, bring that to the top. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the appearance, I'm going to drop the opacity down to 10%. So it's just enough that I can still see the image. I'm going to go into the layers panel, I'm going to lock it, and now I'm going to draw out frames on top of that image and give them a fill, just so we can loosely put together a wireframe layout. So let's see, so to begin with, let's put the image, let me just close that so it's out of the way. So let's put the image so it's about there, that seems about right. Let's duplicate this. Move it up a little bit. That's probably going to be a navigation. The dimensions don't have to be perfect for now. We're just kind of gridding out the sections that we want. Okay, so the next section, let me just look back at my sketch. So I've got the hero section at the top with a navigation. So navigation's in, got the hero section here. Let's just drag down one of these by holding Option and dragging. Okay, so we'll just place this down here. Let's make that slightly bigger. Okay, make sure that snaps. So that would be, so I've got trusted companies kind of noted here to put on the home page. We'll see, we'll leave it in there for now. If we need it, great. If not, we can just delete it. Let's just copy out this section again. So what do we have here? So benefits and about us. So let's keep this kind of in line with, just increase the opacity for this. It's about 40%, so let's bring it down to about, let's leave it at 600. It's a nice round number. Okay, beneath that we've got courses, so let's drag down another section. And what I'll do is I'll keep that same section size. So I'm just going to press I on the keyboard, which brings up the new eyedropper. I'm going to click on this color just to color that section. Let's just press Option, drag that out, so that would be the next section. So let's pop some notes in here. So okay, so let me just select the top level. Just drag this down a little bit more, copy that out. I'm not sure the footer is going to be that big. What I might do for now is just divide that in two, grab the heading if I can, move that up and just label that footer. So that's a good starting point. That's giving us the skeleton for our page. It gives me a rough idea of what kind of space is going to be required on the page. So the nav up here, the hero image is quite large, trusted company is a little bit smaller, and then we go into the different sections down the page like the sketch. Okay, so now I've duplicated the wireframe. What I want to do is inject a little bit more detail into it. So I'm going to add the navigation, I'll add some of the labels, the about, the courses, the contact. I'll add some details about the headline and the buttons, add a little bit more detail about benefits, latest courses, FAQs, just some more placeholder content that I can see how the page is going to feel, how it's going to populate, and what it's going to look like with a little bit more detail injected. So what we'll do is we'll speed up this section of the video and I will see you in a bit.
Go, 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 go.
Okay, so welcome back. So now we've got our wireframe here. Let's run through it. It's really interesting to see the progression as you go along in these files. So never delete any of the stages. It's always good to be able to kind of go back and understand why you've made certain decisions. So we've got the sketch here, we've got our first wireframe, and now we've got the second one that's slightly higher fidelity. So we have our logo, our navigation, our options here in the top right hand corner for basket and account. They don't have to be perfect, it's just giving us an awareness of how things are going to sit on the page in terms of space. So we've got our top hero section here, we've got the headline, we're going to have some context here with a button to take some action. We've got our image here, the big hero image. I'm not sure what's going to go there yet, but we'll put something there. We've got our company logo section here, so for some social proof for when people are visiting the site. We've got our latest courses. Again, here with the latest courses, as I was designing things out, I took some inspiration from the mood board and replicated it here in a wireframe format. So taking some of the elements that I like. I'm not sure it's 100% there yet, but it gives me enough to work with on the wireframe side of things. So we put those in here. We've got 4 cards. That's our latest courses. Again, I did the same here for the FAQs. So took an FAQ section from the mood board, designed straight over it. So in this instance, I just took the accordion style layout that I liked, put it in here. So we're going to have the FAQs on the left hand side with the image. Again, not perfect, just using shapes to emphasize like where the drop downs are. But yeah, there's still improvements to be made, but this is still wireframe fidelity. We can still move things around, we can still mess around with the page. And I think when we've designed out all the other pages and we zoom out and look at all of them at the same time, then we might be able to see some tweaks that we could make to some of these pages. Okay, so moving down again, we've got reviews. Again, I scrolled to the right, did the same thing, took something from the mood board, reduced the opacity, locked the layer, and then just designed over it. So we've got a basic layout for our reviews. We've got star ratings, some context from the reviewer, and then an image and potentially their name and their job role. I'm not sure that I like the sequence of this page at the moment because you've got FAQs, reviews. I might want to put the reviews above the FAQs, but I'm not sure yet. We'll see how it goes as the project progresses and as we design out the other pages, but potentially you might want to flip these sections around. Last but not least, we've got the footer. Not a huge amount we put in here at the moment, but we've got the logo and the navigation here on the left, and we've got subscribe and social media links here in the bottom right. So that's that for the footer now. We can always expand it, we can always add a little bit more later. So this is version 1 of the wireframe. As the project progresses, things are going to change, and that's fine. This is just a starting point for us to work from. Okay, so something that I have missed, which I'm going to go back and have a look at now, is the benefits section here with this image here at the top, just above the latest courses. So on this wireframe, it's not there, and also on the final wireframe, it's not there. So I'm just going to quickly add in the section here on wireframe 1, and then build something out for wireframe 2. So I'll see you in a sec. Okay, so I think that wraps it up now for our video. I've moved all these extra ideas down here into a section. On this last part, I used some inspiration to create a Why Choose Us section with 4 key benefits. I popped it up here, so this is like the benefits and the About Us section here that we had on the sketch, which is just above latest courses. We might have a call to action here about learn more about us that could take you to the About page. Again, for now, it's fine. This is a wireframe. This is just giving me a rough idea of some of the layouts that I could do, but nothing set in stone. But I think this is a great starting point for our landing page. So we've got our top section, the hero section, we've got the about us section, the why choose us section here, the latest courses, the FAQs, the reviews, and the footer. So that's it for this video, and in the next video we'll tackle the about page for our project. Okay, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Like and subscribe, add some comments, check out some other videos on my channel, and I will see you in the next video. Got the heater in my office and it looks like I've got a fire.
Move, body, move your body till you.
You're running through my mind with a shotgun. I'm running out of time, but I'm not done. Yeah, I don't need to run, it will come to me. I don't need to fight, but I keep moving, keep moving. Even what I lose, yeah, I keep moving. Put on my shoes, yeah, I keep moving. There's no room to refuse. Don't you mess with us, we're not afraid. Look at us, no, there is nothing to discuss. I'm not okay, but I'll get up. I know the way, no, I won't stop. I know this game, I won't give up. It takes some time to reach the top. Let's take a break, here comes